What's up, people? Got a game of Kill Confirmed on Fallen Andy Specialist package. This is the first MOAB I'm going to be posting to my channel, and it's like this one was my third MOAB, but I have about 6 or 7 MOABs now. But anyways, not going to talk about the gameplay really. You guys can pretty much see what's going on. I'm facing complete scrubs in this game, not going to lie. That's why I was rushing around, more often than I usually would if I was going for a MOAB. Because 25 kills, 24 kills, I guess, with the specialist is hard to do. Especially against quality players, the odds of you getting a MOAB are not very likely. So yeah, if you hear an ambient noise in the background, that is just my heater, and I apologize for that, but it is cold as hell here in Oregon, and yeah, I definitely need the heater. Anyways, I digress. What was I going to talk about? I'm going to talk about topics that are, that I find interesting. You guys might not find them interesting, but I hope you will. I'm pretty sure a lot of people who watch video game videos watch the UFC or in mixed martial arts in general, Strike Force and Bellator and whatnot. But I'm going to talk about Miguel Torres getting fired over his tweet about a rape van, and now the tweet was, rape vans, why don't they call them surprise vans? Because everybody likes surprises, that way more women would be willing to get into them. Now, he just said it as a joke or whatever, that's fine. I thought it was kind of funny. It's not a very, you shouldn't, rape's a touch, especially if you're in the fight business. I mean, you shouldn't really take part in it, to be honest. You shouldn't try to make jokes about rape. But the fact of the matter is, just yesterday, or 2 days ago possibly, Rashad Evans at the UFC 140 press conference, at the UFC on Fox 2 press conference, said to his opponent that he's going to lay hands on him worse than that coach at Penn State laid hands on those kids. And now that's actually pretty fucked up, because those are actual people that happen to, horrific stories, more and more people coming out every day about it, and those are people who actually are living with having to deal with the repercussions of what actually happened. That's an actual event, and that's far worse than what Miguel Torres said. And all that happened to Rashad Evans was that he got a slap on the wrist. Nothing even happened to him. He didn't get punished, he didn't get fined, anything. He's still fighting on probably going to be the second biggest card in all of UFC history, UFC on Fox #2. And that's it. And which is what he said is terrible, because as I said before, it's real people. It's not like just a joke about a subject. Those are real people's lives affected by what happened there. And it's just, and he just gets a slap on the wrist. And the reason why he got a slap on the wrist is because Rashad Evans can draw millions and millions of viewers in. And a guy like Miguel Torres, even though he's much more, I'm not going to say more skilled, because Rashad Evans is ridiculous, but equally skilled. But his problem is he's a 135-pounder who no one really knows, so he can't get drawn to, he can't draw big crowds. So I think there was another case of rape with that Forrest Griffin, with Forrest Griffin. Wow, I've been tweeting too much. With Forrest Griffin. And he said rape is the new missionary, and he tried to explain himself, say some bullshit lines to get him out of trouble. And Dana White gave him a slap on the wrist. That's because Forrest Griffin can draw in millions of people. And now, I think with all the talk of all these rape situations going down in the UFC, Dana White had to make a, he had to make a statement that, it's not going to fly. And what do? You're the first person who screws up who isn't popular. You make him your token boy. You fire that guy. And get all these haters off of your back, Get all these people, all these companies, all these, what are they called? I don't know, all these haters, all these companies, all these other things, groups, all these groups of anti-rape and stuff off of your back, because, oh look, we fired the guy who talked about rape. And now I'm just going to come right out and say Dana White is a fucking hypocrite. He wants to talk about it being a joke, so he's going to fire him because it was a joke. No, bro. what Forrest Griffin said was a joke, and he didn't get fired. What Rashad Evans said was just cruel as hell, and it's just really uncalled for. And he didn't get nothing happened to those guys. Nothing at all happened to those guys. And Miguel Torres is their little whipping boy. He's a little 135 pounder, can't bring in the huge crowds, but he was champion, so he has enough notoriety to say to the haters out there, like, look, we're gonna be able to fire anybody, even though that's not the case. I feel bad for Miguel Torres. It's a shitty situation. He shouldn't have been joking around about rape either, but he's a Twitter comedian apparently. And my point is, if you're gonna fire Miguel Torres over the rape comments, fire also Rashad Evans and Forrest Griffin, because they did the exact same things, and on a much harsher scale. So yeah, that was my little recap of some UFC drama. I love the UFC. If you guys don't know, I love MMA in general. UFC is obviously the biggest whatever. But what do you guys think? Do you guys think people should joke about rape? Is rape a funny situation? Can it turn into a funny situation? Or what? Do you think or do you think people should just leave it alone? It's rape, like, it's kind of a touchy subject. I don't really care if people joke about rape, because I can take jokes for what they are. They're just jokes. And evidently some people can't, and you'll lose your job over it. So yeah, that was the recap of the UFC drama for the week. If you guys want me to talk about more sort of current events out there, I guess, like social events or stuff not related to gaming, just let me know, and I can keep talking about it because I like to talk, apparently. Yeah, and this is the first time I did commentary in a while that isn't like in 4 in the morning, so hopefully I came across a little happier, a little more upbeat. I don't really know. But yeah, I'm getting excited for the Christmas Kids on Modern Warfare 3. Can't wait for that. I got a ton of montage clips, and it's gonna be a great. It's gonna be a great 2012 for me. Let's put it that way, because 2011 is pretty much over. But in 2012, well, the rest of 2011, I'm gonna do a lot of stuff too. Get my MOAB, Mother of All Bombs 1 challenge. I think it's stupid in this game you don't get a title or emblem for calling in a certain amount of MOABs. That's messed up. And I also think I'm lagging, so I might have had the MOAB a while ago, which I did. But yeah. Anyways, thanks guys for watching. Subscribe if you that'd make it really happy for me, and like and comment if you want. It doesn't really make a difference for my channel because I have a very small channel, so no amount of likes and favorites.